part of town. The Rose Bowl, the former Rose Bowl, came up, and the Lynch Livestock by the railroad, and then came up a diagonal, hit South Birch Drive down the road from us. We had lots of downed trees, and then it went northeast of us to Eastbrook neighborhood, and hit pretty hard. And it's like it got to our shelter though, and it was like, oh, it did the Midwest thing. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, and it kind of went around us, and so there were a bunch of trees pushed down into the river, and we're right on the river, on Winnebago, or on Old River Road. And a bunch of trees in the river. We had some roof damage, some shingles down, but otherwise everything was good.
No, that's good.
All the animals are safe, and it was a little stressful, but we pipe relaxing music into the animal kennel areas to relax them during times like that, and so everything was okay. And we feel terrible for those that suffered storm damage, and hope that they can get their homes and lives put back together quickly, and that neighbors and friends are helpful to them and helping them. And, we're doing fine where we're at.
Now, in situations like that, do you guys have like a volunteer that goes out to the shelter at all that stays safe just to kind of watch over the animals, or not?
So, and sometimes like if the river's going to be flooding, or if there's going to be an ice storm, we've had staff that is willing to stay overnight at the shelter in the past. So we know that somebody is there, because, when the Winnebago River comes out of its banks, it puts that road in front of our shelter underwater. And so nobody can get in or out. Right. But, we don't have we wouldn't be able to have volunteers. We'd have to have staff, for liability issues.
Sure.
We didn't have anybody stay overnight there on Tuesday night because, one, we didn't know the severity of the storm, but two, everybody at the shelter, and there's not that many, but we all have pets at home, or kids, or both at home. And so, we have a hard enough time maintaining our staff, of what we need during the day. Right. We just don't have enough to spare to have overnight. But we do have systems in place. So we have a full shelter camera system. There's only a few parts out in the back and the kennel areas that I can't see, but otherwise I can see every room and every pet and every place in the shelter. So that I had that on the whole night, checking to make sure that the animals were okay, that there was nothing happening, that I could hear the music and everyone was good. And then we also have a motion activated security system, not meant for storm functions, meant for burglars and whatnot, but right. Helpful in this, like, if we did have any kind of damage at all, that it goes off and it's set up to automatically call out to PD, the fire department, and then there's a list of us that it calls out to.
Okay.
We have a couple of employees that are in town that rush out there, and then myself, and I don't live in town, but
right.
So we have a system in place, but okay. It's really stressful. No matter if we had, we have 130 animals in the shelter, so we would have needed quite a crew to stay there. But I felt comfortable. The animals are supervised by cameras with the security system. They're safe. We have, emergency things in place between our staff of actions we can take. But between home and work and our neighbors and our friends and our families, it's just really stressful times in that inclement weather like that.
Right. Well, it's good to hear that everybody is okay there. And like you mentioned too, that hopefully everybody's doing good, or as good as they can be after all these storms a week later. So, but
yeah. So, again, we're open for business. We've got some roof damage going on, but nothing that affects our day to day. So today is supposed to be kind of a yucky day, rainy wise.
Right.
And so it's kind of a perfect day though to come out to the shelter. We have lots of warm, cozy indoor spaces to cuddle with kitties or to take the dogs into and play with them. And so, we are open from noon to 4 today, and people can check out our website for all the options about volunteering, or all the requirements and rules about volunteering. Our website is hsni.org. Is HSNI is in Humane Society, North Iowa.org. And then you can read about volunteering there or see all of our adoptable animals. But, with the rain today, maybe not. I don't know if there'll be a lot of opportunity to walk dogs outside, unless you don't mind getting wet.
Right.
But we have a lot of indoor spaces for people to come out into.
All right. Sounds good. Of course, you can also go to their Facebook page as well. You have a Facebook page, just Humane Society of NI, right?
Humane Society of North IA. And then we have Instagram, And then we also have TikTok. We have
Oh,
all
yeah,
the things now. Yeah, yep. We got them all on there. But if you go to our Facebook page, you'll probably find links to all those things. And if you don't, I'll make sure you do today. But also wanted to mention to meet us tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow at the Green Expo at the Surf Ballroom. They're having a Green Expo from 4 till 7.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, we're going to be there. They haven't had it the last 2 years because of COVID.
Right.
So we're excited to get back. And so tomorrow from 4 till 7, this is a free event. It's free to the public and open to the public. And it's about, green living, recyclable, energy efficient things. And, my pets, my shelter animals, most often, a lot of them were someone else's pet before that they just can't take care of for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of considered recycled pets.
Yeah.
Go green, adopt.
There you go. Hey, quick question again. Thanks for the scoop there at the shelter. Quick one more thing. I was going to bring this up to you too. They had a bizarre survey recently. Have you heard about this survey where they had 45% of dog owners say even their dog is in better shape than they are?
I would be surprised by that actually.
Yeah, 21% of the people said the opposite, and that they are in better shape than their dog. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, people are, if they're regulating their pet's diet, they can keep their pet in shape maybe easier than keep themselves in shape.
Right. Well,
that's what I need is somebody to just give me a bowl of kibble, twice a day, and then that's it.
Yeah, right.
You don't get no snacks, lady.
Well, for the diet though, almost 70% of dog owners say they pay attention to what their dog eats. It's actually led them to pay more attention to what they eat. I found that kind of interesting, that little survey there.
Well, I think pet owners are always concerned with what they're feeding their pet. They should be.
Right. Exactly. Sybil, have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again next week. All right.
You do the same. Check you later.
Get those pets adopted.